Gayla is a retired technical trainer for the federal government and humbly asks that you do not hold that against her. After figuring out that life gets better as you go along, she founded a nonprofit at the ripe old age of 68. Ow! It is our safe space. It is a 100% volunteer-run 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the empowerment of anyone who identifies with feminine energy. Every Tuesday morning, she sends out a weekly newsletter full of the same kind of nonsense she'll spew on stage here tonight. Sign up if you dare. Well, we don't think it's nonsense, and I don't think you will either. Please welcome to the stage, Gayla. She goes, oh, set this to midget, would ya?
Toddler size.
It's literally a bar there preventing it.
It's just as low as it goes.
This is as low as we'll stoop here at Fist. All right.
I have been learned to project. So here we go. All right. Can you hear me now? Yeah, there we go. All right then, ready to kick it? Here we go. Second time around. It's probably been more than that for me. Tonight I could talk to you about all the gruesome details from my second marriage, but I decided that no, we would probably do better if we talked about things that bring us joy instead of that. I've been a lot of places and I've done a lot of things before I got on this stage. More than I can remember and more than I could talk about tonight. But if heavens knows, if you know me at all, you know that you give me anything and I can tell a story about it. Because I've been there and I've done that as many times as it took to get it done. But I know one thing to be true. I know that no matter who you are, you never do anything perfectly, like get the mic in the right place. You never do anything perfectly the first time out. Honestly, think back on the first time you did anything. Were you good at it? No, you weren't. I doubt it, because it takes time, it takes practice, and it takes the desire to do better, to get better at a thing, anything, including life. As I stand here, I've been playing this game we call life for 70 years, this time around. Grateful that I've had however many chances I've had to get it right. Because I feel like maybe, probably, it could be, possibly, that I'm gonna get it right this time. Maybe. At least it feels that way right now, this very minute. Call me tomorrow, I'll give you a different answer. We all have our own truth. And if we are very, 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 one more time, very lucky, we get to find out what that truth is before it's too late to do anything about it. I didn't run across mine until about 25 years ago. If we do a small piece of math, the only math we'll do tonight, it's 9/14 of my life so far when I found out. The door to my truth was accidentally opened up at an unpaid but required weekend seminar for work. Yeah. Blech. Facilitated by someone from a company called Lou Tice. As you can imagine, most of us were just not particularly happy to be there at all. Who is this Lou Tice fella anyway? And why do I give a shit what this guy with this really bad toupee has to tell me about how to live my life? It didn't have the same effect on everyone, but for me it was life-changing. It introduced me to affirmations, intentional life change through visualization. That should be easier to say. And the law of attraction. Back then, folks were using different terminology, but nowadays we're all pretty much speaking the same truth, metaphysically that is. It's just this simple. You bring about what you think about. In the years since I figured out how it works, I have had an enormous amount of joy in my life, and some sadness too, but learning opportunities at every corner. In every step of the way, I found out something new and figured out how to do it better the next time. And my last steps leading me up on this stage, quite nervously but very happily to be here. If I had to guess, and I do have to guess, I'd guess that my current truth is probably very different than yours. But because they were silly enough to take the thing that I wrote and then they asked me to stand up here and read it, you get to hear my truth. Lucky you. Okay, so here it goes. I think our world is nothing but energy. We swim through it all day long. We can't see it. I don't know how it works. I don't need to know how it works. I want that when I plug in my lamp that the light comes on, but other than that, I'm okay with the fact that we can't see what it is. As we spend our days and nights in this invisible energy, we are all connected all the time. But more than that, what one of us does, it affects all of us. That butterfly effect thing they talk about, it is energetically real. I also cannot believe that the amount of energy contained in any one person is trapped in just this one lifetime here on Earth. I know mine feels that way, and it's not just because I haven't checked off all the bucket list things. It's not that at all. I feel like my life essence could never be limited to just this one body, this one time, and this one place on this one planet. And spoiler alert, I'm not talking about just me, I'm talking about you too. It's all of us. So to continue down this metaphysical path, in my version of the universe, before we were born, all of us, we're standing there metaphorically raising our arms that we don't have because we're just spirit. And we're saying, I want to go, I can't wait to go, please me next. I promise I'll do better this time. Knowing that we get to come back here over and over again with the same folks, our spiritual family. And we come back to planet Earth because we want to do the things and learn the things that we said that we would learn. That's the whole point of it. But here's the kicker. The minute we jump into these bodies, we forget all of that. Yeah, and we don't know, and we knew that that would happen, but still, here we are. Yes, what I'm saying is that before you emerged from your mother's womb, you knew this life would be hard. You knew there would be moments that would break your heart into a million pieces, followed by joy that would help you somehow scoop all those pieces up and put them back together again. You knew all of that. But the other thing about the magnificent spirit that you are, the person that couldn't wait to jump into this meat suit that you're wearing right now, is that you were really, really looking forward to eating chocolate. I mean, that could be the reason we're all here, right? I mean, it's great flying around the sky and you don't have a body and you can go anywhere you want. You go up and down, and space continuum is your thing. You can talk to God all day long if you want. But you can't do all the things that we get to do because we have a body. And so I'm just going to ask you just to think for a minute and think about all your favorite things that you do. Yeah, that you wouldn't be able to do because you don't have a body. So in this late life reality where I've landed, the truth that resonates with me is that we keep coming back over and over again on purpose. Maybe it's because of the chocolate, but more likely we're doing it until we get it right. Until we do the things we said we were going to do, until we learn the things that we said we were going to learn. And I think when we reach that point, we know it. I could be wrong. I've been wrong lots of times. I'll be wrong again tomorrow. But that's what I'm thinking right now. And the other thing is that when we're done here with this earth existence, we get to go on to the next thing. And this is where I will stop and say a very silent prayer that, please God, will the next thing not be so fucking hard? Okay, all right then. But we don't know what the next thing is until we're done with these bodies. And then instantly, When we're done with them, we remember everything that we forgot, followed by a big old forehead slapping moment, except we don't have foreheads. And we holler, oh yeah, huh? I promised I was going to be nice to my mom this time and learn a foreign language. Oh man, I got to go back. So I stand here on my umpteenth time around, no doubt, full of gratitude that I found the peace that came when I finally realized my truth. Because I spent the first hunk of my life not having any idea what it was, and it wasn't because I wasn't looking, because I surely was. And what I've realized is that we are all 100% in charge of the life that we create here. We are given what we're given, and then the point is, what do we do with that? I was lucky enough to have some great teachers to help me figure it out. Some helped me on purpose, and others, not so much. We will just call those folks my learning enablers. All these teachers helped this scared of her own shadow woman get to the point where she would not only put these words on the page, knowing folks might hate them, but would stand up here and read them in front of total strangers who may or may not throw tomatoes. I don't think anybody has any. Or brand me a witch, and in that case, who cares? Oh, but you know, there's the other part. This goes up on YouTube later, so the entire world gets to judge me for what I think and feel, as it does the other women here. But you know what? I am what I am. If you don't like it, don't look. That's just it. Because it boils down to this. I know that we only have two choices in life, love and fear. And every day we wake up and we get to choose one or the other. And the choice that we make creates our days, our weeks, and our lives. Is it easy? Oh, for crying out loud, of course it's not easy. I never said it was easy. Is getting good at anything really easy? I don't think so. Those 10K marathon people, I'm not one of those, clearly. Did they master that in a minute? I don't think so. Are you lucky enough to have a hand-me-down quilt made by your grandma? If you do, raise your hand. I'm going to come steal it from you, because I'm very, very jealous. Because the amount of love that is put in to one of those cannot be measured by us mere earthlings. Do you think her fingers were born that nimble? With that much patience? I doubt it. Life taught her that. And for me, was it easy for me to climb outside that fear bubble that kept me bottled up for so long and still beckons me back? Oh, not on your life. Fuck to the hell no, it's not easy. So, whether this is my second time around or my 7,000th, I'm grateful for this opportunity to learn what I have learned while I'm wearing this old gray-haired body. And I brought us some chocolate. Do you want some?